Hi, okay, and we're back. Webquest's class 2. This is going to focus on creating sections and questions into your Webquest. Okay, so this is what I made yesterday. Let me click out. We did our settings, right? We did our theme. We customized the look of it, and we did what this first section is. All right, I have a little backstory. I have a title. I added a hook of some kind. And of course, you want to gather the students' names. Okay, so from here on, I'm going to create new sections. I like chunking information into different sections. You could just keep going in this one section and have it all in one, but I do think it's a little nicer to chunk the information for the student. So I'm going to go to the bottom here where it says Add Section. Okay, and notice it didn't put it where I wanted to. So I'm just going to, I think I'm just going to undo. Okay, so I want it to go after here. So I'm going to click here, scroll down, and now I'm going to add section because I want the section to go after the name. There we go. And there's my new section. Okay, so my web quest is about thermal energy, heat, and temperature. So those are going to be my sections pretty much. So the first one's going to be about thermal energy. Okay, and next I'm going to add a question. Okay, so I need to give them information. This is a web quest, but instead of just putting a website that they have to go to, in this case, we're trying to curate things a little more easy, make it easier for them. So we're going to put the information directly in here. Okay, so I have a website I want to use. Have it open. I don't want them to look at the whole website. I want to have them focus. So I'm just going to take an excerpt from here. Here it is. I'm going to copy this little piece and plop it into the description. That's a good place to put text, or if you want, you could have text. So I could put the text there, and the title of this is, I'm going to do excerpt about thermal energy. Okay. So I just took an excerpt from that website that I liked. Okay. If I want to cite my source, you want to cite that source, sort of model what you might be doing in your class. Let's see if it saved it for me. Okay, I might have to recreate it because it might have closed on me. Oh, there it is. Okay, so copy. And I'm going to put it here at the end. Click on it. And boom. So there's my citing my source. Sometimes I'm good about that, and sometimes I'm not. Sometimes, if I'm in a rush, I'm just, taking excerpts and just put the URL or something there, which not great modeling, but, Okay, so I'm going to ask a question. What is thermal energy? And I'm going to make this multiple choice, but you can make it a checkbox or a drop down. You don't want to do many paragraphs. You don't want to do many short answers. Right? Those are going to be hard to auto grade. They're going to frustrate you and the students, and that's not the purpose. This is not a test. Right? This is just an intro. Right? Particles in system. So I have some choices. You can add as many choices as you want. So once you have this, you want to make sure this is required. You don't want them to skip or guess. And I want to have an answer. I want this to be auto-graded. So here we go. I'm going to make this 1 point. So I've checked the correct answer and I've given it a point value. I can hit done. Okay, so I have my multiple choice answer. And I can add other questions here. in this section as many questions as I want. Okay. For now, I'm just going to go on to our next section. So I'm going to add another section about heat. Okay, and I'm going to add a question. And I need to give them information about it. So maybe you're going to do an infographic. Maybe you're going to do a video. Okay, whatever it is. So I think I'm going to do an infographic. Heat versus temperature. And let's see if I can find something decent. Okay, I might go back and use the other one. Okay, I'll try this one. And I'm going to I'm just going to do a snippet. I don't want the whole thing. I'm just going to take that piece and that image. So now I want to put this image in the question. And again, my snippet's saved to my desktop. So I'm going to go grab it from there. My desktop. There it is. Okay. So I also want to center it. I think it just looks nice centered. And I can put my question is, what is the difference between heat and thermal energy? And again, maybe this time I want let's see, maybe a drop-down box, or maybe I could even let's do a checkbox this time. Let's do it, and I might change that. Which of the following refer to heat? So this time I'm going to do a checkbox, and that way there can be more than one answer. So let's go ahead and put some things in. Reflection. A few. Let's put some more answers. Energy moving from a warmer object to a cooler object. I'll put one more in. Form of energy that flows. Okay, so this is my checkbox one. I can add as many possibilities as I like. And I'm going to hit answer key. I'm going to make this worth 2 points. And I'm going to check off the 2 correct answers. In this case, there's 2. And again, I can have as many as I want. Okay, done. And then this is important, I think. Go up to the question and add that. Let them know to choose 2. Why frustrate them? Okay. Let them know how many to choose. I find that to be very helpful. Again, this is not a test. This is just trying to get, building background knowledge. Okay, so that's a checkbox question. I do want it to be required. And we're done there. So let's say we want to create another, and I could add many more questions. I wouldn't have so few, I'd have more. But for time's sake, we're going to add another question, another section. And temperature. And then maybe here I'm going to have a video. So let's add a video. Temperature. Let's see if there's a brain pop maybe. Okay. I'm going to add a brain pop. Again, notice that the video, I'm going to center it, that the video is not in play mode right now because we're in editing mode. So everything's going to look static here. Again, you don't have to always add text. I just think it looks a little nicer. Okay, then I can add my questions in. So let's say this time I'm going to do it kind of a matching question. So for matching, I'm going to use the grid, the multiple choice grid. Okay, match the correct term and definition. Okay, so I'm going to have heat, temperature, and I can have thermal energy. I can keep going with other things. System. And again, you can have as many as you like. Notice you're putting the correct term and answer here. This is the key. You want to require a response. And for this multiple choice, you definitely want to hit these 3 dots and shuffle. Okay? Because otherwise they're going to get the answer, right? It'll come up with the answer. It has to shuffle, know to shuffle these to mix it up. I also want to go to the answer key. The heat is the total. There we go. And I'm going to make, again, 1 point each. And you can have as many words and definitions as you like. I know they're cut off here, but when the students see them, they'll see them correctly. Done. So that's how you can kind of do a matching kind of question. Okay, so we've done questions and sections. Again, try to avoid, as far as questions go, I would say try to avoid the short answer and paragraph ones. Stick with multiple choice, checkbox, drop down, and the multiple choice grid for the most part. It's going to be the way to go. Okay, that's it for now, and we'll keep working.